The Frozen Four is in Boston, Massachusetts at TD Garden, home of the NHL's Boston Bruins, and standing with the head coach of the Ferris State University men's hockey team, Bob Daniels, and also coach, NCAA Division I men's ice hockey committee member. What's that like so far working on the committee?
Well, this year it's been a lot easier. I started last year, was my first year on the committee, and that was a tougher year with COVID, and but nobody playing non-conference a year ago. We had no way to compare conferences, and it was like the old days where we didn't go off the ratings percentage index, the number that comes out. It gives you the strength of teams and helps you with the rankings and who gets in the tournament. So last year was a tough one. This year was much easier, and the role of the committee is to try to, the teams are set through the automatic qualifiers as well as the top 14 or 12 teams that are left after the AQs are given out, and then we seed them, put them in the regionals, and away we go.
You were head coach for Ferris State in 2012 when your team made it to the national championship game in Tampa against Boston College. You have any experience, maybe a pass along here to Mike coming into this weekend?
Yeah, Mike's been here. This is his second year in a row for their team, and I think a year ago him and I did speak quite a bit before they came, and I gave him a couple ideas of some things we did to try to prepare for the Frozen Four. But now Mike's been through it enough where I don't think he needs my help. But it's always good. It's good to see him, and I know one of the things we talked about, Mike and I, was how well the CCHA, the competition within our conference this year, prepared them for the tournament. Our league's a tough league. It's a hard league. I thought last year, regarding our conference, there wasn't much that separated the top teams, or even 1 through 7. I mean, it was really a good league, and that's borne out by Michigan Tech and how they played, and then obviously Minnesota State and how well they've played and reaching the Frozen Four for the second year in a row. But I do think, and Mike, Coach Hastings, has said this, that this conference really, if you can come out of our conference into this tournament, you're well prepared.
2-3 years in the making for this new Central Collegiate Hockey Association, and now we're one season done. At the end of this, only a few days away. What's your thoughts after 1 year completed?
Wow. You know what? I knew it was going to be a good league. I knew by the institutions, like each institution in our conference really values ice hockey, and on their campuses, ice hockey is a very important component to the athletic department, the campus community. So I knew we were going to have a good conference, but it exceeded my expectations this year. I mean, night in, night out, it's a tough league. It's a good league, and I can only see it growing and getting better. And as a coach that's been around long enough to remember being in the CCHA, and then now, having the conference reemerge, we're doing the history of the proud history of the CCHA. We're doing good by it, and that, it's back to where it was. It's tough, it's hard, and, I think what we're going to see over the next few years is a number of our institutions move forward and show up in the NCAA tournament.
Ferris State's Bob Daniels, his thoughts here, one of the committee members on the NCAA Division I men's ice hockey committee. Minnesota State takes on Minnesota on ESPNU at 8:30 p.m. Eastern tonight.